Alright, so a lot of you guys know that Alamantus is currently building a casino at the Mushroom Island on the 3rd Echelon server. Well, today I've been working on this slot machine design, and right now I'd like to show you, this is the design I'm currently working with, but this is my original design, which is a real mess, and it's really bulky. So this one's been rigged to win every time, so I want to go ahead and show you this. So there you go, you can see that. And the note blocks are designed to cover up the sound of the dispensers, and there is the win. Now, it's a little bit slow, and the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo comes from the wool going back into the dispensers, or actually these are droppers right here. So that's the noise from that. And the reason I redesigned it is because originally this tower going up of all this item elevator used to be right here to fit really snugly, but I ended up having problems with getting the that thing that shot out the slime ball, which I should mention right now, these were placeholder tokens, but on the server we're probably going to use fireworks stars, because you can change their color very easily, and you can customize them, and we just name them as tokens and whatever, and it'll be perfect. I'm sorry, not tokens, chips, casino chips. Anyway, so this used to be over here, and the delay on that noise wasn't so far, so it sounded a lot better. It sounds a lot like a casino in the original design for this one that I did. And one of the cool things about it is that the more people are at the casino, the more you're going to hear random note blocks, which is really going to, I think, make the whole experience very much like a real casino. Now, here's the design I'm currently working with, and we're probably not going to win this round because I don't have it set up to win every time. There you go. Alright, so the way that this works is, first of all, you need to have an, as it's labeled, Alamantasino token to play. So if nothing's in there, and you push the button, you're not going to get anything. If you put in the wrong item and push the button, you're not going to get anything. But if you fill it, even with just one Alamantasino token, and press the button, then you can play. So that's how we've got this set up, and I'll go ahead and walk through that real quick. So basically what's happening is when you press this button, and I'm going to go ahead and take these out real quick. When you press this button, it sends a pulse down here, and it gets stopped right here. Because there's no way for it to continue up and around and into these droppers right here. These are just to make a noise to sort of, so you don't hear a clicking instead of another noise. I mean, you hear clicking on top of it, but it's really not a big deal. I kind of love the way that it sounds, because it sounds like the other noises you hear at a casino a little bit, like the coins clashing and stuff that you just kind of hear at all the machines. One thing we would definitely want to work on is getting the lights to flicker and do patterns and stuff. But for now, I'm just kind of focused on the actual mechanics, and I just added some note blocks. I should also mention that for the majority of the note blocks, I literally just grabbed a random note. I didn't even try to make it sound cool. I just went until it sounded high enough that it wasn't dull, and that's what I used. Anyway, so the way that this works is, as you see, I press this, and it can't go any farther. Now, if this is able to shoot an Alamantasino token down here, it goes through this item sorter, and you can see here I've got the Alamantasino token, and if it can get all the way into here, it'll pulse this, which will affect this piston, which will push up this block, which will allow both this redstone and this redstone, which I'll get to in a minute. It'll pulse up and allow both of these redstone currents to continue, which is what shoots out the dispenser here. Now, another thing about this is that, let's see, do I have one of these at full delay? I don't. Oh, these are at full delay, of course. So these are at full delay, and what that does is, let me go ahead and put the casino chips back in, or the tokens, I mean. So what this does is, when you press the button, it's going to shoot the stuff out, but the wool will stay here, because just underneath this blue carpet are hoppers, but those hoppers are being affected when this pulses into the block to let the dispenser or the dropper activate. It's also stopping this hopper or all three of the hoppers from collecting the items for just the amount of time it basically takes for the button and the repeaters to deactivate. So you can see it just long enough to see if you win, but you really don't even have to look at it to play. Like if you were just trying to spend all your tokens, you could sit here and spam this. Now if you're going to spam it, and I think that this design helps a lot because of the speed increase you get. I guess hopper timing has changed drastically since they first added them into the game. I think it takes something like 4 ticks for an item to go from one hopper to the next or something like that, and that's pretty crazy. Anyway, so as you can see, when I play, right now I've got 2 green and a red. Now what this does is it goes in and then it filters through, so all the items go to this hopper, which then go down just enough to so that I can fit all that stuff underneath the floor, and then they go through this way and they filter through here. So in here I've got green filter with win green, yellow filter with win yellow, and red filter with win red. Now win red, win yellow, and win green are the wool names of the items that are inside of these dispensers. There you go. And I've got it set up so that after those go through this sorter, they go into this item elevator, go back up, and then they go through here into these. And I've got these things set up so that they automatically reload as soon as one of these goes out. And that makes it so that this system, oops, some stuff I was breaking fell in there. So that this system actually operates very, very efficiently. As you can see, this one takes usually the first one, but since there's so much in there, it actually is probably always going to fix itself over time. Anyway, let's see. Now the next thing I want to talk about is this filter system down here. So as it filters through, let's see, where am I looking? Let's go down here. So as it filters through, if you get once you get even just one win red in here, or any of the other colors, and I've color coded this here so it's easier to see. So what happens is, and this by the way is a design based on a channel called, I believe it's called Minecraft for Dummies. I'll link the video of their slot machine in the description. So what it does is, here, let me go ahead and let me talk about this real quick. So when you press that button, I was telling you before that when you have the token, it pulses this as well. So you get the power going into these droppers, and also it pulses this. Now what this does is it goes down here, and then it turns off this torch, and that allows the items that are in these hoppers to go back into those droppers. Now this is really important. This is probably the most important part of the design, because in here it has one item that doesn't stack, one item that stacks up to 16, and one item that stacks up to 64. So when it pulses, like if a red wool, the win red went through there, it's going to pulse one time. Now if 2 win red wool pulse through there, it would send 2 of these items, but it requires all 3 of these items in order to reach this repeater, which triggers the dispenser, which shoots up your prize. So that works for all 3 of these. And originally I was really concerned when I saw the design, because I'm like, oh, the redstone's going everywhere, you need to use repeaters or something. But actually, because the end result only goes up to this far, even if like it's going to power here and here, you don't have to worry about it due to the way that the redstone limit works with these comparators. Anyway, so if I go ahead and press this button, I can kind of demonstrate how that works by counting these. So here we've got 1 of each. That's brilliant. Now I can go ahead and show you. When I look underneath here, we got 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 green. That means there should be 1 in here, 1 in here, and 1 in here. Now if I press it again, oh, we got the same thing. Let's do it again. 3 yellow. Okay, so let's wait here and watch. Oop. There, shoot, that was a really bad. It shot through the floor so I could pick it up. Now the reason I did that is because over here I did a test earlier, and I'll see if I can mimic it real quick, but if I can't, I'm not going to waste time. So like I said, this wins every time, so we'll sit here and watch for the slime ball. There we go, that should do it. So the slime ball, there you go. Yeah, okay, it was a waste of time. The first time I was, right before I was going to record this, I was testing out what I was going to talk about and stuff. And when I did that, the slime ball came down. I didn't have any items in my inventory, but I didn't pick it up. And then I went up here, and I found it up here. It was a visual glitch where it looked like it came down, but it actually didn't. But so the fact that the prize system on this one is not 100% accurate meant that I definitely wanted to go with something else. So that's the bottom line there. Anyway, so let's see. So we just had a win from yellow. So as you can see, this one is pushed up right here. Now, win yellow, if we go down here, there should be nothing in red in the item hopper, nothing in green, and all 3 in yellow. So that's exactly what's going on here. Because it pulses 3 times, and because these are being powered, they don't send the items back in until the next round. So once you hit the button again, the items filter back through, and then they get shot back in again. Alright, so as you can see, when it pulses here, it pulses once real quick to get you the item, and then this goes back down in the next round, and it resets itself. Now, let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else I want to talk about. This is just the item elevator design. Okay, so right here, this is something that's for Alamantus and myself for managing the casino. I just color-coded these right here. Obviously, they would actually be underneath the floor. But this was just to demonstrate for this video. So red, as you can see, this one goes from here, and you can see the way that they're pointing, and it goes all the way to the end, and it goes left. Then the middle one here goes straight into this one, and then this one goes to the middle, and then it veers in. And you can see here the colors red, yellow, green are going to be a little bit different order. It's going to be green, yellow, green, red. But this allows Alamantus and I to refill the casino chips automatically from the mass storage area where we keep it. Now, the other cool thing about this is that when the tokens are being used, they collect right now in this chest. But what we'd actually do on the server is have them collect in a mass storage area where we keep the tokens, and have them go towards the place where you would like pay out to get tokens. And that way they're automatically being filtered from the game you're playing back into the part of the casino where you would get them. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you're curious about my last episode where I showed you how you could use the scoreboard system in order to create an automatic track selection, I will be doing a tutorial on that, or a more in-depth kind of to-the-point video. But I'm doing some tests on it. I want to make sure that it can work coming from all directions. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I look forward to hearing any comments from you guys if you have any ideas for how we could do this. And if anybody wants to make a texture pack for the fireworks stars to make them look like casino chips, that'd be pretty cool too. So if anybody knows of something like that already exists, or if you're a texture pack artist and want to make one, go ahead and let us know. We'd love to see your work. All right, well, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.